Andy, thank you. I'm going to remember that line. What would you do if you're not afraid? Thank you. A teacher at the University of Chicago's lab school said this about our next honoree, Lizzi Heidemann, when she was 11 years old. And I quote, "Lizzi has guts." And we would agree with this assessment more than 20 years later. Rabbi Lizzi's guts, her vision, and her insight have all played a role in the creation of Mishkan. This is the emergent Jewish community that she founded in Chicago. Taking a page from the tech world, she focuses on the user experience, and in so doing, she has helped unaffiliated young Jews discover that Judaism can help them build a more meaningful life in this world of distractions and materialism. Like its biblical namesake, this Mishkan travels, taking its high-energy worship services and other activities to a variety of venues throughout the city. Even those who seldom or even never attend services are drawn to the actively welcoming atmosphere, the music-filled praying, and Rabbi Lizzi's words of wisdom and transformation. So thank you, Rabbi Lizzi, on behalf of the thousands of Jews who have found connection, spirituality, and meaning through Mishkan.
Thank you so much. It's really such an honor to be here today. 7 years ago, when Mishkan was getting started, we held all meetings exclusively in coffee shops. So I'm sitting at a coffee shop with a young woman from Tulsa, Oklahoma, trans woman, grew up Christian. She is studying religion at the graduate level, converting to Judaism, and she can't get it out of her head that God created two genders, male and female, because it says so in Genesis. And so she, by virtue of being both a woman in a man's body, must have been a mistake. The Bible doesn't have a place for her. God doesn't have a place for her. And as we sat there holding hands across soy lattes, I realized that no one ever told her that reading the Bible literally is not, and it has never been, how Jews read it. I wouldn't let her feel shame about how God made her and use the Bible as a proof text, because in my world, if the Torah is not a source for liberation, for expanding our moral horizons, seeing people in their fullness, then it is nothing at all. The idea that one person would have the hubris to tell another who they are, as if any of us are static and unchanging and can be put into a box by someone else, is not just problematic on a practical level, it's an insult to God, who created us with the ability to evolve and grow over the course of our lives. I thought about how 2,000 years ago, 2,000 years after the Talmud was written, my conservative rabbinical school began ordaining gay and lesbian people and permitting rabbis to do same-sex weddings. I thought about how I, as a woman and as a rabbi, stand in radical contrast to the picture of a rabbi as he has existed for 2,000 years. And here I am. And here we are evolved and evolving. Judaism has a radical message of love and of equality and justice that is needed more now than ever in our world. And yes, you can find patriarchy and misogyny and moral values that made sense 3,000 years ago and no longer do. But my job is to help people parse through the incredible inheritance that we possess and mine the gold from it. So much of Jewish institutional life suffers from not evolving and growing as the needs around us change and at the pace that the needs around us are changing. My prayer for us is that we can mold a tradition and create a world from love that responds to the real needs of real people as we evolve. My prayer is that we can live a Judaism that is nimble and brave, enough to make a difference in people's lives in the ways that they are calling out to be helped. And if we can do that, I think that our concerns about Jewish continuity and vitality in today's world will solve themselves. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Rabbi Lizzi, for expanding the Jewish world. Our next honoree never does anything